Hey yarn friends, my name's Amanda. I am a knitter, crocheter, dyer, and I'm here to talk about yarn, right? I'm excited to use the vlog as a new way to share all of my nitty finished objects with the community. So, super excited. I am the dyer behind Banshee Dyes. You can find all of my yarny goodness over on Etsy, bansheedyes.etsy.com. Follow me on Instagram at Banshee Dyes. But of course, like most of us, I should say, my stash is bigger than it necessarily needs to be. So I am still knitting, crocheting with lots of other yarn. So all of that can be found, my personal makes over on at Stitch Banshee on Instagram. So follow me there too. Great. Yeah, let's get started. This is me talking about all of my recent finished makes, some Banshee Dyes news, what I'm working on right now. Got my kitten sitting next to me. He's pretty cute. Let's see if I can. Yeah, we'll go behind the screen. Oh, he's so tiny. Okay, get you set back up. Yeah, he's so cute. His name's Illidan. Yeah, little boy. Okay. So first up, let's talk about what I'm wearing. I am really excited about this top. This was a test knit for Briar of Caffeinated Cables on Instagram. It is so unique, right? Look at this. This is the Lycia Crop. I looked this up before and everything. Lycia Crop. So, right, the Amazons were mighty warrior women, and in Greek mythology they were said to come from Lycia, which is a region in like modern day Turkey, I want to say. So yeah, I thought that's so cute. Such a little story to it. It's knit up in my Kraken colorway on the Danger DK BFL wool base. It is this soft and stretchy and just everything I needed it to be for this crop. Yeah, I'll have to do a video with it not on me, where I talk about the using hand-dyed yarns and alternating skeins and why sometimes we don't all do it, and that's okay, and sometimes we do and it turns out much better. So this one, every other row is a different skein of yarn, so I swapped between the two. Even though they were in the exact same dye pot, skeins of yarn, they can they're not always the same, not the exact same. So like my Barracuda top, my vintage 83 in Barracuda that I wore on my last blog, that one, I just wasn't feeling it. The stitch pattern was new to me, so I wanted to be able to keep using the same yarn, the same skein the whole way through. So there's a point right about like here under my bust where I switched to a new skein and it just gets a little lighter. And you can't really tell when I'm wearing it, but it's one of those things that like I know and I can tell. Whatever. This time is the moral of the story. I did alternate skeins and it turned out so well. So we should all just do that, right? Alternate skeins. Yeah, her pattern, it's very fitted. It's meant to be a very high crop, like almost a bralette. I was worried that I would fall out of it when I was like dancing. I guess I was worried about my dancing. stretching, you know, just being. So I ended up adding 2 inches to the length, and now it is a lot more of like a real crop. I'll post pictures over on my Instagram so you could see the whole thing. I'll stand up now, but right, so it's a crop, whereas all of her pattern pictures, her examples are a lot more up here. Either way is really cute, and I think I might have to make another and just go for that shorter length, so I can have one of each. But I am really excited about having this longer length because I do think that, like, maybe throw a jacket over it. I could wear this out and about on the town without feeling too self-conscious about being over 25 and in my crop top on the street, which I know is no one's business but my own, but you know, we all worry. Yeah, did I mention this comes out beginning of December? I'm testing a couple of things right now that all kind of drop that weekend. I want to say this one is coming out on the 5th of December, but I'll look it up and I'll put the actual date right here, guys. So yeah, it comes out soon. Check out Caffeinated Cables on Instagram. It is so easy. This took me 2 skeins of DK weight yarn, and I am a 41-inch bust for reference. So if you're bigger, you'll probably need 2.5, maybe 3 skeins. And if you're smaller, 2 will definitely get you through. Maybe even, depending on how short you cropped it, you might be able to get away with 1. Some of the other testers did yarn held double, which I think would be super cute, especially if you wanted to, again, avoid having to alternate skeins. Just 2 fingering weights held double, and don't even worry about it, it kind of will blend in together, right? Yeah, and my Kraken base knit up so well. I'm gonna get some pictures and post it on Instagram. I haven't knit up Kraken yet. I know it's ridiculous to say as someone with red hair, but I do not wear a lot of red. Not sure why. I'm sure that I read in some silly magazine at some point that if you have yellow undertones in your skin, you can't wear red or orange, and it's just not true. I feel like I look real cute, so take that, magazine. I know color matching is a real thing, right? But it's more about the tone of the color. Like, no one's not allowed to wear red. It's just the shade of red that might flatter you slightly better, right? Moving on from discussing things I don't really understand, right? I'm gonna tell you about color matching. I don't know anything about it. Let's talk about whips. So try and get it in frame. I'm trying to film a little closer this time, just so I don't know, it feels more intimate. Talk to y'all. I put a new sticker on the back of my phone. So I'm chatting it up with this super cute Little Mermaid chubby kitten. Just eye contact. This is my first whip. Making a sweater in this really pretty gray color. I feel like it's almost like a gray green. Is that what's going on here? It is Color Made Easy, which is an acrylic yarn by Lion Brand. It's definitely bulky. Yeah, but like on the thicker edge of bulky, not quite a super bulky. It's 125 yards per 100 grams. Super inexpensive, super pretty. super durable. It's the smoky quartz color. That's what it is. I'm not even holding it up right. Color made easy. Right, I can read. And like I'm all about hand-dyed yarns, guys. All about it. But not every sweater that I make can be a $200 masterpiece. It just can't. And like I know there's all that controversy about plastic and acrylic yarn, and it's a complicated issue that I'm almost afraid to research because I don't know. It's terrible, but yes. Okay. This is a sweater by Angie of Whistle and Wool. This is the Midland Sweater. I'm knitting it up on 6.5mm needles, so it's going pretty quick with the bulky yarn, which is nice. It's kind of exactly what I wanted. It was a nice big sweater. I've been working on a lot of fingering weight projects, so it's a nice like break. I am like a chronic multi-whipper all the time. So no, I have not finished the work in progresses that we talked about last time. Well, I did finish those tarial socks. So you could check those out on my Instagram. I took some really cute pictures. But the occultist pullover is a fingering weight sweater. So I'm still working on that one, and I will be working on it for quite a while because I have to bounce back and forth. So I'll work on a fingering weight, and then I'll pull a big old bulky sweater back out and work on that one a little bit too. So Angie of Whistle and Wool designed this one. It's a bottom-up sweater, which is not my favorite because, like, yes, I can stick the tube on me, but it's harder to gauge exactly where it's gonna hit in the underarm, which makes it harder to gauge exactly where the length is gonna fall. But I'm sure that's something that comes with experience. You start to understand, you know, where does 12 inches hit on me and all of that jazz. So that's my nice, inexpensive, no worries, easy project right now. But it is going to be so cozy, and I love having handmade sweaters that I could put in the washing machine, right? I do hand wash all of my hand-dyed wool knits, but it's a bit of a pain. Hey, Tyranda. Yes, sweet girl. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. So having sweaters that I can just throw in the washing machine makes me wear them so much more often. So like cotton knits over the summer, I love cotton knits. Oh my goodness. And there's some amazing dyers who do cotton yarn. So you don't even have to like commit to using Joanne brand yarn. You can still support your local indie dyer, use cotton yarn, throw it in the washing machine, no big deal. There's my spiel, I suppose. All kinds of yarn, we love it all. She's trying to get up on the table that I'm filming on. It's gonna shake. Tyranda, I'm gonna have to cut it out. Yeah, you just sit down. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Okay, whip number 2. Also excited about it. Just in a perpetual state of excitement, right? I am working on a Slouchy beanie in the Colossal Squids colorway. Right? I said I wanted to, and I'm doing it. Tyranda. Yeah. But jazzing it up a little, I'm holding it double with this silver mohair. Split Rock from Autumn and Indigo. So I have my Colossal Squid and Split Rock, right? And you could just see how bright that color is. And then together it's kind of this like creamsicle orange. It's not amazing lighting. I'm kind of backlit right now, but oh, I think it's so pretty. It takes, not that this is too vibrant of a color. No, I think this is exactly what I wanted it to be, right? That bright orange. But this softens it down to maybe more of, for me personally, an everyday color. And it is so fuzzy. Right? If you've never knit with mohair before, it is so fuzzy. And I've heard that because the fuzzies like stick out of the hat, they like trap the warm air around your head. And so like it'll actually be toastier than just a regular wool hat would have been. The pattern is by Tristan of Dragon Horde Designs, I guess technically. So the pattern is the Everyday Slouchy Beanie. She also does yarn as Dragon Horde Yarn. Okay, she's up. Shake and be darned. We'll find out. The cats have the run of my house is pretty much what happens. So when I'm dyeing yarn, it has to live in boxes or they're gonna touch it. So it all lives in boxes so that as minimal cat interaction as possible. I feel like I've kept it pretty close to zero, but I don't wanna put that, and I don't know how severely people could be allergic to cats, but minimal cat interaction. So this is her Everyday Slouchy Beanie. It's a folded brim, so it's double thick here, and now I'm just going up single thick for the beanie part. It's not anything super interesting quite yet, but I'm very excited to finish it up, show it off, have an orange hat, because that's, I don't know, one of those things I've seen around. Everyone owns an orange hat, and I want to be part of that club. Orange hat. Okay, so that's what I am currently working on. I've got, well, like I said, 2 of the many projects that I'm currently working on. I've never sat down and counted them all up because they do go in timeout, right? So I have a whole bin under my bed of just projects that I am not currently working on, but have not yet had the heart to just frog and give up on. I have some under there that are like really close to being done too. Any of you other multi-whippers, you let me know in the comments if you have similar issues. But speaking of Dragon Horde yarn, Tristan designed the Everyday Slouchy Beanie I'm working on. I also have some of her yarn in a beautiful colorway called Chaos. I am just obsessed. I'm such a fangirl. But I am obsessed with this color. It is purple with like all of the speckles. And I had this in my stash since last November, I think. I got it in one of her like mystery yarn bundles, right, clearing stock and whatnot. And I didn't know what I wanted to knit with it because I knew that it would potentially pool or speckle strangely. So I was so excited when Cerulean Orchid came out with their Stone Path Beanie. I always knew it was going to be DK, but then she like blew my mind. It's going to be fingering weight too, so I can crochet a beanie with this yarn, and I think it's going to be just perfect. And Jean-Ann of Cerulean Orchid designed this hat, and she's hosting a crochet along. I think it started last week, but we're still going. I obviously haven't started yet, but it's going at least for a few more weeks. I don't know if it's all the way through the end of December, but like at least through November, right? So if you crochet and have a spare skein of fingering weight yarn or decay weight yarn and you'd like to make a hat, come join us, because I am so excited. I absolutely love the way that variegated yarn looks when you crochet it, because the stitches just take up so much more yarn, right? When you're crocheting a sweater versus knitting a sweater, you're always going to need more yarn. It's just, it eats it up. But that means that each stitch has more of each color, right? So it just, it's going to knit up so, or crochet up so well. Just such a crazy hat. And I love doing knit alongs, crochet alongs. That's why I love testing so much too. Testing this top and like just following along on the hashtag to see what everyone else is making. I feel like there's a lot of community there. Right, and I think that's what's kept me knitting so long, is just hanging out with other people, right, and seeing what y'all are making and being able to show you what I'm making. It's just really great. It's just really great. See, we talked about what I have made, what I am making, what I plan to make. I think the only thing left to talk about is Banshee Dyes news. So Thanksgiving is coming up this week here in the US. Super excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, even if it's going to look a little different this year. But I'm also looking forward to the very first Banshee Dyes sale, right? So hop on that Black Friday bandwagon. But just to be a little bit more accessible to people, it's going to last for 3 weeks. So starting Friday and going for the next 3 weeks, all Banshee Dyes yarn is going to be on sale. And I have all 5 colorways in stock of the What Lurks in the Depths Ocean collection. So that's the blue megalodon, silver barracuda, green kelp forest, the red kraken, and the black deep sea. All 5 of those are going to be on sale, and the dyed to order option is still available. So if you need more than what I've got in stock, that's totally an option. Yeah, and it's gonna, like I said, the sale's lasting 3 weeks, so you have plenty of time. You don't have to worry about, right, let's say you blow your Black Friday budget on that new television. It's okay, I'll be here a couple weeks later. But seriously, I am so grateful to all of y'all, right? Very thankful. So I am looking forward to being able to offer my yarns at a bit of a discount, just to show how appreciative I am. I am not quite sure how Etsy works with sales, so I'm hoping to just put the entire store on sale, so you don't have to worry about coupon codes or anything like that. But if not, I will definitely post a coupon code on Instagram. So if the store is not on sale, check Instagram. Great. Well, it was super nice to talk to y'all. Let me know what you're working on, whether you have too many whips under your bed. The answer is no. Start another project. What are you looking to buy for some knitting friends? What yarn is on your radar? Yeah, let's keep in touch. Let's communicate. Find me on Instagram at Banshee Dyes or at Stitch Banshee for all yarn, not just my own. But you can find my yarn at bansheedyes.etsy.com and get some of the What Lurks in the Depths collection for yourself. Great, I'll talk to y'all in 1 to 2 to 4 weeks, depending on when I next finish an object to show off. Right. See ya.